got the eyes. Right? That'll take long. Sure do want to call off.
The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the USC Trojans and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to...
And the Bruins headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the USC Trojans offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off play action on first down. Out wide right, it's Miller. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Second and long here. Wants to throw again. They'll open it up early. Unloads it left. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
And he's not going to...
You better do something.
The ride. There he goes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sells to fake. Unloads to the right. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Rush right in his face. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Got to make the play on 4th. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play, 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Cox. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd down, red zone play, crowd alive. Here comes the Heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Throws for the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Escapes the pressure going right. Pulls it in. It's Barber. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. The Trojans are marching down the field. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This time they'll throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Gets rid of it. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw one first. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. On target over the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive.
Damn! You run it anywhere except to the fucking touchdown.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right now in this situation.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Southern Cal! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That's how you drive out the
They just took the air out of that thing, and that might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock, and the process is... I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They held the ball. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. They're all over him. On the move at the 30. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Miller with the ball. Stopped right there. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Now have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Miller. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their... Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Look out! Quarterback's got the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And he's just...
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armstrong. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Burrowing for yardage. They got him on the ground. Great tackling. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense...
Motion from the back. Drops back on 1st down. Right side, it's Mosley. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool. And the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about. And these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Hard running there. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll operate out of split backs. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. The only drama left, awaiting the clock to run out, gives us a minute to check out the scoreboard. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Rush is on. The battle for Los Angeles. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They'll line up for a second down play. He wants to throw it. Rolls right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
This is a point where you just got...
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Flush to the left. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right on the money. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the first down.
And they always got one of these. A big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle on offense.
Tradition a huge part in college football, and this rivalry has its place among the very best. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Turns it upfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Turning it on. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And just some general sloppiness from the offense with a false start will back them up 5 at second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Under pressure. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force it. to throw on first. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's...
Wide receiver going in motion. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, pressure's coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Unloads in the nick of time. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give is to Miller. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the catch. It's Barber. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he gets it away.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the USC Trojans and the UCLA Bruins. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Lincoln Riley before the game. He said late in the season, every conference game carries extra weight, especially now that they have played their way into the top 12 nationally. As you know, with this college football playoff remaining where it stands.
And the Trojans ready to kick it away first. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Couldn't find room for the big play. The Trojans offense will now get its first chance with the football. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick give. It's Cox. Got the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense set on first down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Cox. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 2nd and long here. Quick give. On the stop.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He finds a dead spot in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, it's Miller. He's got enough. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Some misdirection with the counter. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game, a remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road, potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
The offense moved, but it was because the defender jumped into the neutral zone, and the offense will pick up the 5. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I love the defense's approach. Here
comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got the tight end. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. The Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Driving forward, it's Cox. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Rios. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. They want to make sure they get this 4th and 3 play right, so they'll take a moment and think it over with a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left. Sends it back in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Left side is Barber. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw one first. Snagged in the middle. It's Armstrong. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Hits inside, it's Cox. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Buying time to his right. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Straight ahead, it's Cox. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Just got rid of that one.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Fresh center downs going to the air. Release to the back. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Cox. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Running inside, it's Cox. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
On the move. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Trojans!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The run inside. It's Rios. He's got the first down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. The Trojans in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Out wide right, it's Armstrong. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th. And the Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Got his man on the right. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Gets the back moving. First play of this drive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Off-play action. Turns out it's Rios. He stopped almost immediately. He didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rios. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. Give to the running back. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Rios. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. The wide out. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defender makes a...
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Quick give. It's Rios. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. This game about to be a wrap, and as we check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country, there will be changes next week because a loss like this one this late in the season can really be damaging. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Oh, they had the screen all set up on 1st down, and he couldn't make the catch. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st down for this offense. From the gun, it's Rios. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Fires to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked up. The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Taking a shot on the first play. He's got it down the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense. Drops back on first down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. In the backfield, it's Miller. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking. on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw one first. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. Miller with the ball. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. It's the conference finale today. Win this one, extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like, they need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Plows his way ahead. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be fourth down.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there in third.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hits inside, it's Miller. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Bruins call timeout, it's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This defense has kept them backed up, now 1 more stop and they can get off the field on third and long. They're all over it. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. Fresh center downs going to the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Right side, it's Miller. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third and long coming up. Straight ahead, it's Cox. Crosses the 35. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this run.
The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast. Running inside, it's Miller. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Makes the grab. It's Mosley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Breaks into the open. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he avoids the sack.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. Trying to squeak through the pile. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Just a simple power play, power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you, keep them off balance.
They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. Looking down the middle. Out wide left, it's Armstrong. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. The battle for... Snap on first down, wants to throw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Escapes the pressure to his right. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The sack makes it an even longer third down chance for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making... Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide right, it's Mosley. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. There he goes. Bust through behind his pad. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Motion from the wideout. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And he gets rid of it.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Churns into the pile. back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And this defense is...
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the... You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his target. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Drops back on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Armstrong. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation...
Snags it, and he's open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Trojans are flying down the field. Sells the run, looking to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
The give is to Miller. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
That's why it's...
The run inside. It's Miller. All over him immediately.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch. It's Armstrong. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Tells the run, wants to pass. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Quarterback changing the play. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Snaps it in the shotgun. Look out! And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the...
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Play action on 1st down. Move to his right. Right side, it's Barber. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. The fake and wants to throw. Left side is Barber. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rivalries are the lifeblood of college football, and here are a few of the things that make this one special. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Rushes on. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Split backs here. Gonna look downfield again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they will open this drive right on the doorstep with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Snap in the shotgun. The incomplete pass makes this series end in front. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on first down. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Selling the fake. He'll get rid of it. That pass is incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's looking to throw. That one just came off his hand badly. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It has. The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Wants to throw one first. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Barber. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Second down to the air. Had to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They just keep firing. The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. First play of this drive. It's dropped after taking the hit. Long way to go on second down. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces a third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls. Quick give. It's Miller. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Second and long here. He's looking to pass. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's the battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Fresh center downs going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this quarterback for a moment. You were already facing a lot of pressure. You were already facing a great pass rush. And it just feels like a tidal wave of emotion, putting you in a hole early in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this offense can respond.
Yeah, I'm looking over and I'm like, all right, let's run something safe, right? Like, that couldn't have gone worse.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Out wide right, it's Armstrong. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The battle for this crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll throw it. Right side, it's Barber. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Hauls it in. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Wants to throw on first. The throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The play fake. Pulls it in. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Wants to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the... Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He would have loved. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They want to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Comes down, it's Barber. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Miller with the ball. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
They make the stop. Snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give...
Under 30 seconds to go here in the half. Let's see how they play it on 1st and 10. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. On the move, he fires. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's going to come up the Trojans, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Under pressure. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. Long way to go on 2nd down. Tells the fake. He's taking the shot. And they can't come. The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that while they challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, it's Miller. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Had to force that one.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Right at the line. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Holds on, it's Armstrong. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Mosley. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 2nd and long here. Off play action. Still looking to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Reels it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. Yeah. The battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads. Drops back on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a wants to throw one first. He's going to run it.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Moving to his left. Left side is Cox. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Last completion, picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. On play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sacked 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California.